Let's watch a little bit of this footage here. So this is 24-year-old John R. Lyons. He's looking for Nick Fuentes. Looks like he's rang the doorbell. He's looking inside the mailbox, kind of looking at the window there. Pushes the doorbell again. Looks like he pushes like 3 different doorbells. And this is the same video. What does he have? He's got like a crossbow right there. Sets the crossbow down, and he's got a pistol in his right hand there, right? Now, some people are trying to say it doesn't look like he was targeting Nick Fuentes. Well, there's this other video right here where he's like, "Yo, Nick!" It's pretty crystal clear that he was targeting Nick Fuentes. There is no doubt in my mind. This is from the Ring camera. This is Nick Fuentes has went ahead and posted this. So basically just 1 minute, he tried to open the door, see if the door was unlocked. You see a whole bunch of mail right out here, right outside his door. A whole bunch of packages. "Yo, Nick!" I don't know if you just heard that, but he's like, "Yo, Nick!"
Here. Go here.
Alright, so there's more details to this whole experience, right? To this whole thing. Here's the guy, so he's going to run, right? He's going to run. Right after that, the cops had been called on him. This is in Berwyn. This was in the 1800 block of Home Avenue, Winona Avenue, 1800 block. So right after he knocked on Nick Fuentes' door, then 24-year-old John R. Lyons is going to go into a nearby house, and he kills 2 of their dogs, which is, you know, reprehensible. And then he goes to the basement of the person's home. And then the guy says this. So Scott Wishakobe, he says he found John R. Lyons in his basement. When I turned on the light, the guy was standing at the end of the basement and just started shooting. He shot. I blocked my son. I told him to get upstairs, get his mother, and get out of the house. He ran. He was fast. By the time I was running, he was chasing me through the basement shooting. His wife and son got out of the house and ran to a neighbor's. Officer later saw Lyons head east, bound into a yard in the 1800 block of Home Avenue, and proceeded to shoot at officers. According to police, they returned fire and fatally shot at him. So, what are we going to do? Let's just put up a picture of Nick Fuentes, because this all has to do with fucking this white supremacist, neo-Nazi, you know, piece of shit. He just had a thing where the guy, this, if anything, it kind of fucking exonerates him, doesn't it? So, Nick Fuentes. So, I know I got the heater there, but I got to work on my baritone voice, right? So, here you go. This is the neo-Nazi, right? So, he says he's okay. Thank God he's okay. You know, if you can't demonize and ethnically and be a racist, bigoted piece of shit, if you can't declare war against a whole bunch of ethnic group people, what kind of country is this? People want to say where he lives? Can he just be a racist, bigoted piece of shit in secret? So I got some details here. So, first of all, this happens 11:40 p.m. and it happens on Wednesday. So what is today? This is Friday, 2 p.m. So this happens, you know, technically a night and a half ago. So it's 12:20, so it would have happened December 18th, 2024. So December 18th, 2024 at 11:40 p.m. So this is late at night, but this guy is going to be accused of a triple homicide. So 24-year-old John R. Lyons had killed 3 people in downstate Illinois. Sara Mason, Janis L. Mason, and Caleb N. Mason. And I'll tell you more about that. And then he drives 144 miles away. He drives over 2 fucking hours away. I guess if he's going to go down for a triple homicide, why not go down for a quadruple homicide, right? And that had to do with the civil dispute. Some kind of court shit. There's court documents. So after he kills 3 people, 24-year-old John R. Lyons drives up to Nick Fuentes' house. I guess 1800 block, somewhere Home Avenue, Berwyn police. John R. Lyons is of Westchester, Illinois. One article said that they weren't going to release the name of John R. Lyons. We're going to protect his privacy. John R. Lyons has a right to privacy. Does he now? So after he knocks on the door, he goes to the nearby house. He kills the 2 dogs and he returns. He comes back to Nick Fuentes' house. So I don't know if those are the 2 different times that he comes back. And then when the cops had show up, they alleged, right, that John R. Lyons was shooting at the cops, which I believe, right? He's basically saying this is it. He's going to go out in a blaze of glory. He already killed 3 Masons, right? He drove 2 hours away. He wants to target Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes says that he was targeted for assassination. It was an assassination against a YouTuber. You're not allowed to speak out against injustice. I mean, he's for peace, love, and justice, right? This guy isn't just a racist, bigoted piece of shit declaring war on black and brown people and Catholics and Jews and Baptists and religions and old people, young people, women, basically anybody who's not Aryan Nation, right? He's a big Aryan Nation guy. If you don't have blue eyes and blonde hair, then Nick Fuentes looks down on you. He also got a blowjob allegedly from Destiny, and he's friends with Kanye West, which that's interesting. So then there's a foot chase. So the cops show up. John R. Lyons is shooting at the cops. There's a foot chase, and then they said he disobeyed orders to stop, and that's why they killed him. John R. Lyons is going to get killed by the police. And then that's all she wrote. Now, something interesting, when John R. Lyons was knocking on his door, you didn't see Nick Fuentes pepper spray him. He didn't open the door. He didn't pepper spray him. He didn't come out and push him or take his cell phone. He didn't do shit like that. So, John R. Lyons, 24 years old, of Westchester, Illinois. Now, that happened with Nick Fuentes at 11:40 p.m. So now let's go back 2 hours ago at 9:40 p.m. So like I had said, he was involved in a triple murder. John R. Lyons. And so you have, it was a busy night for this guy, right? Janis L. Mason is the mother, 61-year-old Janis L. Mason is the mother. Her son is Caleb M. Mason, 23, and her daughter is Sara Mason, 26. So Caleb M. Mason and John R. Lyons was involved in a civil dispute. So there's some court shit, there's some legal documents that's out there. You can get to the heart of the matter. What was John R. Lyons and Caleb M. Mason beefing about? When 2 people are fighting or arguing or disagreeing, I know a lot of times people want to say, this is the good guy, this is the bad guy. I knew a principle that said if 2 people are fighting, you know they're both into it. It takes 2 to tangle, right? So you like to think that maybe they both were involved, but if one person was clearly the victim, then that would set the other person off. So this is going to happen, this triple murder happened in Mahomet, Illinois, which is 144 miles away, 1100 block of Riverside Drive, downstate Illinois. And that's it. There was a civil dispute, so I don't know exactly what the civil dispute with Caleb M. Mason was about. I don't know if it was about cocaine. I don't know if it was about he stepped on his shoes. I don't know if he just, slept with the wife or something and kicked a dog or spit in the face or stole some mail or smacked a guy in the mouth or tried to set the house on fire. I don't know exactly what the civil dispute was about. But that's what's going to lead him up to Nick Fuentes' house. He does a triple murder in Mahomet, Illinois. It's downstate Illinois, 1100 block of Riverside Drive, and then he drives 2 hours away, 144 miles away, up to Nick Fuentes' house. And then I hate that he shot those dogs. I hate that he killed all these people, really. And now he's going to make this fucking neo-Nazi look like a victim, right? He was in court for some shit, which it was like, was he right? Was he wrong? But it's like, oh man, when Trump had won the election, he tells all womankind, your body, my choice. Your body, my choice. And I guess it was a joke, but in some respects it's kind of endorsing rape. And he said that he was afraid of being murdered. He was afraid of being raped. People were threatening murder and threatening rape. So damn, it couldn't happen to, you know, a nicer guy. Poor neo-Nazi. I mean, it gets hard for neo-Nazi, white supremacist, Confederate, fucking KKK piles of shit out of here. Can't they just discriminate? You know, there's a law, I want to say it's Nevada. It's just basically you don't discriminate. You don't discriminate people against, you know, whether they're gay or straight, old or young, black or white or brown, rich, poor, middle class, homeless. You don't be ageist, you don't be racist, you don't be sexist, don't be classist. Don't discriminate against people. Everybody is a person, everybody is a human. Treat everybody with the same equal human rights, American rights. Unless you know them specifically, you know that they did something to do, you know, you kicked them out or they stole some shit or you know about the person or whatever. Pretty much you'd have to kind of treat everybody as equals until they give you a reason not to. And then you're not discriminating against them because of their skin color. You're supposed to judge people on the content of their character. So it's like, hey, wait, you came in this store before and you robbed me, so now I'm not going to trust you. It doesn't matter that you have pale skin. It doesn't matter that you got dark skin, blue eyes, brown eyes. To discriminate against anybody on some sort of superficial level. Well, you wear a different kind of hat. You wear your hair this way. You wear different clothes. You do this differently. You believe in this God. You're this part of this religion. You're transgendered. You know, you're gay. You're old. You're young. You're female. You're male. You're brown, black, Caucasian. Don't discriminate. It's stupid. It's fucking dumb to discriminate. And it should be fucking illegal. It absolutely should be fucking illegal. Judge people on the content of their character, not the color of their skin. Justice isn't the absence of conflict. Peace isn't the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice. And for any tyrant, any excuse serves a tyrant. Any excuse serves a tyrant. Power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Right is not might, might is right. No, right is might. Might is not right. Right is might. The lex is not, the lex is rex. Rex is not the lex, but the lex is rex. The law is king. The king is the law? No. The law is the king. You know what I'm saying? Well, peace be with you. Praise be to God. Amen.